9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, today we start something a little different. Remember I kept pointing out throughout the whole year about the old one I had? This one here is probably a 2014 model. This one is old Big Booty Judy, all right? I was getting out of the business, and then my son came in, so we upgraded to newer equipment. This is the last of the old ones. I'm gonna rebuild this one. I'm gonna show you the weak links. In case you buy a used one, through this whole process, you will see the weak links. You will see where we get parts from. If I have a part number, I'll give you a part number. But what we're doing today, my brother will be here just a little bit. The turbo's missing already because we took it off to source an exact one. We're pulling this whole engine, which comes out as a whole chassis component. I'm giving it to my brother to run on his machine. He's got a same model, but we're swing out, older one. And he's gonna run it for probably about a month because there's nothing wrong with this engine. It's got about 1,500 hours on it. He's gonna run this one while his motor gets rebuilt on his grinder. And then when he gets his motor back and he puts it on and it's up and running, I'll take this motor, I'll send it out to machine shop and get it totally refreshed, gone through and make sure if it just needs to be honed or anything like that. It's gonna get a new turbo. The turbo here was not out, it's just, I could tell my brother's really good at it, could tell, he says, hey, this one, the bearing is probably gonna go out in the near future. So, you know what, we're gonna handle it. And then this is gonna be a backup machine. And I'm gonna go through the whole thing. We're starting here, all right? Even at the blade, we're starting here, and I'm gonna loan him my blade because we're gonna rebuild his blade too. So it'll be an entire series on a 2550 four-wheel drive unit. And if you buy an older one, you'll know what to look for. If you buy an older one and something breaks, hopefully I find the parts to save you some money, all right? That's all I'm about, is helping you out. You know, I'm 62, I don't know how long I got left in life. You know, hopefully a good, 10, 15's good for me. And I make the best of it and help as many people as I can. So we're gonna start here and we're gonna work our way all the way over. From the pump all the way down to the motor down there. Changing hoses, anything I could, as I go through to keep it reliable and bring her back, we will be going through it and I will be sharing stuff with you, all right? And this machine has got, like I said, 1,500 hours, and I've calculated roughly, I've had it a long time. Prices of doing stumps have come up since then. But this machine honestly has made me probably, I won't lie to you, this one particular machine has made me probably 450 to give or take a half a mil of gross coming through this machine. What per clock hour has produced me. It's been a reliable machine, that's all I can tell you. But everything wears out. Hell, I wear out, right? I got a new hip, remember when I started the channel? So everything wears out. So we're gonna go through here. Now, if you can't do something like this, Bandit offers a service. They have a rebuilding service department where you can take old chippers, stump grinders, and whatever you want rebuilt on it. Like these are known for the front ends failing. I will show you my way of fixing it. Some of you guys are slicker than slick and may have another way to fix it, but I will show you the way that we had a machine shop, fabrication shop, make us some parts to rebuild these. And so I'll show you the whole process, how we're gonna do this, all right? And so bear with me. And today's the start of the Bandit 2550 part 1. How's that? And then you'll see part 1, part 2, part 3, da 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 da. I'm sorry, a couple of weeks ago and last week, I didn't make a video about 2 Sundays ago because my wife's stepdad passed away. He had a massive stroke, God bless him. And then another fireman I worked with, he passed away. About the same age as me. So, it takes a toll on you. And to you young guys out there, hopefully you learned something, or even just go out and build something, go out and rent something. And remember, if you're not learning something new every day, you must be dead, and you're not dead because you're watching this old fart, all right? So my brother's on his way over here, and then I'll start this up when we got the engine. Very simple on these engine cradles. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to disconnect the hydraulic motor, right? Excuse me, pump, not motor, pump. Leave the bell housing on, there's no clutch in there, and it'll be lifted up. The radiator and all is on this one chassis, and I'll show it to you when it's up and off, all right? And then my brother and I figured out how to suspend this up to where we don't have to disconnect any of the hydraulic lines. We're doing this so that we can get it narrowed down, knocked down to where he goes to put his motor in. He knows every single thing, bam, 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 to take this, put it in that, and then it's all about efficiency, right? Each movement has to be efficient. Anyway, see you guys soon. Hang around, you'll see it when it's pulled. Well, the motor's pulled and out. My brother just left. My brother's back is out today, so he labeled all the wiring harness for me and did all the tedious little stuff. I pulled all the big bolts and stuff. Here's the motor pulled out. See, it comes out as a complete unit with the radiator, exhaust, everything all together, and sits on 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that goes into a saddle right here, as you see. 1, 2, 3, 4. The motor mounts. Just goes down, over, boom. The hydraulic pump slides in down here, right into 2 bolts to take it off the bell housing. All right, so that's it. How long did it take us to do it? With labeling the wiring and BSing and talking, and he wasn't feeling well. Exactly right around an hour and a half. To pull his motor, it will take an hour, because we know where everything's at. But before we do that, what we're going to do is, before I put this motor on his machine while he sends his motor out to a machine shop, we're going to change my exhaust manifold, gasket, and he's going to put the turbo back on. We'll assemble all that, and then go ahead and put the motor right back on his, pull R&R. Probably take us maybe 2.5 hours, 3 hours with, BSing and just wrenching, old school. That's phase 1, all right? So we're loaning it, and while we loan it, we're gonna pull off the blade to get to that front end, and I'll show you what goes bad on that front end. So that'll be in part 2. Will be finishing the R&R process and watching his start up. And then part 3 will be me starting on the front end. Have a good Sunday, man. Sorry I didn't put this out at 8 o'clock because it's Sunday and we're slow mowing it today. God bless you all.